Hello, my name is Cathal Garvey, and as requested, I'm making a short video with my suggestions for your 2025-26 season. I think two things are paramount when programming a season. Number one is budget, and that's obviously something that would have to be negotiated with the committee. And number two is knowledge of the choir and its members itself by the conductor. Its strengths and weaknesses, its likes and dislikes. But obviously, since I don't know Southwest SS Choir yet, that's something that's hard for me to judge, but certainly something that is helpful when programming a season. I've had 4 choral societies in my career, and an average choral society with an average budget would tend to do one large-scale concert with orchestra and soloists, another concert with a small orchestra or instrumental ensemble and fewer soloists, and perhaps a third concert, I beg your pardon, with a piano or organ. So I'm going to assume that your spring concert is the main large-scale concert of the year, and for that I would choose Haydn's The Seasons. I conducted this in 2019 and I loved it. I knew the creation and had conducted that before very well. Knew it very well. And but I was surprised because The Seasons contains so many more choruses than the creation does. And if you think that a story or a narrative can't be made out of the 4 seasons, well, think again, because Haydn manages to do so. It's dramatic, it's funny, there are great characters in the soloists and great stories contained within it. And the music is just quality from start to finish. So that's something I would be very keen to do again. That's the spring concert. For the summer concert, I've gone down the choir and organ route. And my first choice here is Peter Eben's Prague Te Deum. This is a short 10-minute work written in 1989 in celebration of the fall of the Iron Curtain in Czechoslovakia at the time. And it's quite tricky, but on both occasions that I've done it before, the choir has really attacked the technical difficulties with relish because they really liked the piece, and in the end they were quite proud of themselves for having mastered it. Then, to complete this first half, continuing with some 20th century music, I would do the Poulenc Gloria. Strictly speaking, this is for full orchestra, but if you have a good organ and a good organist, it can be done very successfully with choir and a solo soprano. It's very original music, very beautiful, and a good contrast to the louder and faster Eben. And then continuing the Czech theme, I would, in the second half, do Dvorak's Mass in D. This is a beautiful work. It's lyrical and heartwarming. I've done it several times before, and when I did so, the choir always went home singing the tunes from the Mass because it is extremely melodious. It's also beautifully written for the voices and fairly easy work in comparison to the 20th century works in the first half. So that I think would make a good concert overall, and they're my 2 choices. However, I have a few alternatives as well. So for the spring concert, if we were to continue down the oratorio road, Mendelssohn's Elijah, or Handel's Samson, or Handel's Saul. I've done them all before, and it's a full evening, large-scale stuff-ish, and good stories, good music, and very entertaining for the audience. If we were, on the other hand, to do some sacred music, I love the late Haydn masses, and so 2 that I'm particularly keen to do again would be the Mass in Time of War, which I did in 2015, the Maria Theresa Mass, which I did in 2023, and of course my favorite choral work of all time, which I last did in 2017, the Brahms Requiem, which I would do in a heartbeat again in the morning. Then some alternatives for the summer concert would be a compilation of songs from shows and musicals. So here, for instance, we have Oliver, Cabaret, Porgy and Bess, compilation of Andrew Lloyd Webber, Sweeney Todd, South Pacific, Carousel, that kind of thing. Together with maybe one soprano soloist and a piano, it can make for a very cheap and enjoyable concert, and would also draw in perhaps the type of audiences who wouldn't come to your other concerts. Alternatively, you could do the old reliable thing of doing a concert of operatic music, maybe 2 soloists, a piano, and some opera anthologies. And that also makes for a nice light finish to the season. So there are my suggestions and the alternatives that I've provided for you as well. And hopefully together with my application on my CV, they will appeal to you. And I hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.